Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Prodigy's Mind here, and welcome to this little teaser video that I'm going to be doing today on a new project that we've kind of picked up on Persia. So today I'm going to be showing you the Eclipse Aurora, actually. Ooh. And I have a surprise I'm going to show you real quick here in a second. He's a little jumpy. Okay, I'll show you real quick. I'm probably going to have to put him back. This is Apollo. He's a bearded dragon. He's pretty cool. He's about 4 months old. I got him in January, so... but yeah, I figured I'd take him out. Usually he's pretty chill and he'll just sit like on my shirt, and I was gonna have him there, but he's really antsy today and he's not having any of it. So just take a look real quick. He's actually in the middle of shedding. You can see his tail is a different color than the rest. His tail is kind of this orangey color. That's because of the sand, and his head's a very light color. His head's probably gonna start shedding soon. He just shed his like stomach area. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Let me go put him away real quick. Okay, so that was a bit off topic, but I figured I'd do that real quick. I know that was probably very unprofessional, but I thought maybe you guys would want to see him. Again, the idea was that he would just chill with me, and he did not want to. Let me go ahead and turn the opacity down. And then, so the idea of the video today is just real quick to show you something that's going on in Persia. And then I'm going to go to that ship right there, and that's sort of your little teaser. All right, so the deal is we've sort of run into an issue, and the issue was that ships were scattered everywhere. Everybody had their own build yards, even though some people had, like, I've had my build yard for about 6 months now. But before I had mine, I would build them wherever I could find space. I would just find space and just right there. We're kind of tired of that, and we want to have all the big shipbuilders that build here on Persia build in one place. So that's what this is. This is Cruise Yard, and that's kind of a stupid name, but that's what it's called. And I'm just going to go over the guidelines real quick, just so it's like a heads up sort of what it is and what the deal is. So I'm still moving ships in. You can see Carnival Legend is here. Britannia is here. That's the Eclipse Aurora, and then that's Norwegian Sun. So real quick, the guidelines are it's 1 row per builder. So this is my row. Behind that's JGA's, and behind that is Lords. And if there are ever any major shipbuilders that get on a high enough rank to actually need a build yard and are on enough and building enough ships where they need a build yard, then I can arrange that again. So ask me if you need a row. Again, really it's not recommended to come on Persia and try and build ships. For those of you that are coming on and saying, hey, look, I'm really good at building ships. We already have 3 builders, and we don't have that many spaces to put ships, unfortunately. And also, we just want to try and keep the quality to the highest for the main map area. Building ships is awesome, and my tutorial series is hopefully helping a lot of you guys, but Persia at the moment really doesn't need any shipbuilders, so sorry if you're coming on. You're more than welcome to come on and try building like normal houses and stuff. We do use a plot world system for builders or for tourists and then builders, and once you get advanced, you get access to storage and you can start building more in the main world and with the rest of us. So sort of tourist and builder are like prove yourself. So anyway, it's 400 blocks from row to row. So what that means is that from that block right there, the very head of the ship on this blue T, it's 400 blocks to the next row, which would be JGA's, and then from the start of his row, so that block on, I think it's Sun Princess that he's building right behind this one, it's another 400 blocks before we get to Lord's rows. And I'm not going to fly over there because those aren't my ships, and I don't want to show those off unless maybe if they're both kind of very under construction. If Lord wants me to make a video, I'll make a video for him, So it's 20 blocks between ships, so from there to there it's 20 blocks. That's actually messed up. I need to move Sun. It's only 15. Ships are three blocks above the T, the blue T, and then we're using light blue measurement T's. And then feel free to include facts. So I've been putting some facts on these ships for a while now, like gross tonnage, passengers. Also, that's there. Yeah, just ignore that the light there. Okay. Actually, I don't know what I should do about that. Looks a little weird, so sorry about the weird lights. And then what else? Yeah, passengers, crew, gross tonnage, year built, all that stuff. If an exception must be made to any of these rules, just let me know. This goes for the people that are building here, so Lord and JJ, I guess. And then just be careful with it. So the idea, and another idea that we had with this build yard was this community area, and this is pretty small and it's definitely going to grow. But it's kind of like a universal things from ship to ship that you might use again. So things like engines, things like lifeboats, for example. Those are some crappy ones that we were toying around with. I actually have the final one on the ship already. You'll see in a minute. But stuff like that can go here so that you don't have to build it again. So for example, if I'm building the sun and I come up with a really nice engine design, I can plop it over here, and then everyone else that's using it can just walk over, grab it, put it in theirs, boom, done. So we are sharing the workload a little bit more, and it's also a little bit harder to keep track of what exactly came from where. But it's just basic things like engines, stuff that would go below deck, as well as some stuff maybe like the towers on the front and everything. So it's pretty cool. I think I'm happy with it. It's a cool system. So let's go ahead and let me show you the Eclipse Aurora. So this is a project that I've been working on, and it's unique, and this is obviously a fictional ship. So the story behind this is that Persia really hasn't had a cruise line. We wanted a native cruise line to Persia. Now MCCL obviously was a thing, but I haven't done MCCL in forever, and to be honest, it's kind of a stupid name. I mean, let's be real. Minecraft Cruise Line, I was I was young when I came up with that, and I was first building ships. So the idea behind this was to start a fresh line with something that brought something new to the table, and I think we've done a pretty good job. And for the actual architecture of the ship and the design of the ship, you'll see it carries a lot of traits from Norwegian Sun, from Disney Dream, and from Carnival Legend. Now, Carnival Legend and Disney Dream I've been on, so I'm able to represent a lot of things from those ships fairly well because I can remember exactly how it was. So you'll see a lot of stuff like that. So really, I've been working on the engine decks down below, and we'll go there in a second. Those are actually the pipes for the smokestack. I found the right spot for that, and that's actually going to be accurate, and those will go all the way up. It's not in any of these other ships, and it likely won't be in that one. I don't know. I've actually had some trouble with that smokestack, so I'm still working on that, but this is sort of to do in my off time. And then the stern is done. You see the stern is very, and I'm totally open to this. This is very similar to Disney Dreams. I like the way that looked. This is a little different. It's a little flatter, not so pointy, but it's obviously still very similar. I'm happy with how it turned out, though. If I ever do decide to do Dream, at least I don't really have to worry about the stern too much. I feel like I got that down pretty well. And so this ship will be using arthropods. For those of you that don't know, arthropods are the propellers that rotate 360 degrees. They're used very commonly on things like tugboats and not pilot boats, but tugboats for sure use arthropods that can rotate 360 degrees at a moment's notice. Carnival Legend also uses those. Disney Dream does not. So that's one of the things that this ship, the Aurora, picked up from Legend. Was I like the idea behind arthropods. They work a lot better. So when you see in the engine room, we'll go in the engine room in a sec, there actually isn't a physical drive shaft. Arthropods are electrically driven. So those big, I have two 24-cylinder engines down there, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 12-cylinder engines. So those 12-cylinder engines are more or less for generating electricity for the rest of the ship. These two up here, I put these up here for the bow thrusters, was the idea behind those. And then there are these 4 right here. And this is I'm still not done with this back here, but this is so far how it's gone. And you can see I've done exhaust lines, everything. I'm trying to be super accurate here. And then here are the 2 main generators for those stern thrusters, for the main thrusters for those arthropods. These are both 24-cylinder engines, and I'll do some more research on. I'm pretty sure the Dream uses 2 24s and then a bunch of smaller ones. I'll check on that, and so I'm going to try and do I'm trying to make this realistic. So even though it is fictional, I'm not being stupid with it. I'm trying to do a lot of unique things, but at the same time keeping it realistic, keeping it like something that you would expect to see sailing the ocean today. So I'm trying to keep this as if it was a real cruise line, and I was designing this trying to actually make a profit off of it. What can we do to make things unique? What can we do to make it special? Stuff like that. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, or how it's turning out. Obviously, it's not done. And so that's the main focus of this video today. I know it kind of got off topic in the beginning. They're going over about the cruise yard, but that was just that was off topic. That was kind of intentional. So yeah, don't worry too much about that. I guess I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown on that. I figured maybe some of you would like that. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna be able to continue working on this. Did somebody come online? Jig is online. Yeah, hopefully I'll continue working on this. Oh wait, I did actually. Okay, so before I'm done, there's one more thing. So I said that there are no physical drive shafts, but I figured I'd get called out a lot because there were no drive shafts. So I put these here. These carry wires. These aren't drive shafts. These carry. Maybe I should put these somewhere else, like off to the side or something, or like coming out of the top, like right there. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. But yeah, so that's not actually it's not a drive shaft. These carry the wires that go back to the arthropods to power them, because they are electrically powered. I cannot stress that enough. They're not mechanically powered by these. The power is indirectly transferred over. So that's just a heads up, just so you know. So yeah, still got a few more things. This area right here is going to hold most of the water and stuff. So, you know, as I'm sure you know, ships carry a lot of water, both potable and wastewater, and they empty the wastewater in port and fill up on potable in port. So the potable water, I usually do 2 big cylinders, and then I'll do 2 small square ones, or 2 on each side. 4 small square ones for sewage, and then I usually do 2 small square ones for cooling. Again, that's just kind of what I did on Sun. Sun was really the first engine room that I did, so I'm kind of going off of that. And if we go in here real quick, you'll see it's very similar. Let me just, yeah. Can I get in, please? Can I get in, please? Please? Thank you. Alright, so let me look. Alright. Break in here real quick. So yeah. You can see in here we have, okay, these generators are really small. Wow, I might actually do something like that. Put a couple, or replace the 2 big ones in the front with those, because those look a little bit better. But these are the 2 big potable water containers. I'm probably going to do a bit more circular than that. Those are kind of weird looking. And then these are the 2, okay, so I did 2 main engines for each side, and then there are 2 more generators down here. And you can see these pipes don't actually go anywhere. That's it. So that was one addition that I was doing, was to make them actually do something. Though overall, you know, looking back, I haven't actually like taken a good look at this. It looks good, you know. I'm pretty happy with how this looks, especially compared to what I've been doing with the Auroras, because I haven't looked. So that's pretty interesting. So yeah, you have these are both cooling. The blue ones are cooling, and then the green ones are for sewage. And then up here in this one, I was actually thinking about doing this in Aurora as well. This is like a storage area, and then there are these elevators here, and that's another level of storage right there, which is cool. So that's included in this. But I have an extra crew deck on Aurora. There's actually 2 more. So I'll do that on the 2 crew decks, not including the engine deck. And the engine deck, I'll do deck A, and then everything else, it'll start from 1 above that. So thank you guys for watching. I know this video was kind of random and just like hey, look what I'm doing. But I figured maybe you guys would like to see that. So I went ahead and did it. So I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like the video if you like it, dislike it if you disliked it. I noticed on the last video, or no, well, not the last video, the video I posted about Captain Soleil's Costa Luminosa, I peaked a lot with the mic, so hopefully that doesn't happen in this video. I was basically yelling in the intro and that, so I tried not to this time, so sorry about that. I don't know what this is or why it's there. Oh. Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Again, I tried this video not to do that because I realized that was pretty bad. Oh. Okay, yeah, see, I did the floor in this one red stained clay because the hole is actually blue. So it doesn't look stupid, but I think it would look stupid in that one because the hole is red stained clay. Alright, I'm getting off topic again. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.